Well. So here's the thing. Today, I wanted to show you guys some, rather than one particular how to do a technical tweak or skill or something like that, I wanted to show you guys some examples by some of the students here at Auburn High School. Student made very, very good, successful projects. And it'll be hopefully an encouragement to you. Like, you can do just as good as the professionals do. The professionals are great and they get money. Our students are great and are capable of making money, right? And so, without further ado, let me show you something real quick. So, on the screen here, one thing is, please do yourself a favor. Don't try to think of an idea in a vacuum, and don't try to be a lone ranger. Go and get ideas from other people just for inspiration. So one site is called behance.net, BEHANCE.net. And when you get there, it's a little, I don't know, like Pinterest-ish with high-res quality photos, and it's broad like a shotgun. Not everything there is going to interest you, so type in something that does. So I'm just going to type in football in the search bar, and it's going to show specifically posters pertaining to football or American football, soccer, on some basketball things. At least it's getting me on the right track. It's getting me into posters that I'm interested in. And the thing is, you find one that you kind of like and click it. And this is not one poster. This represents like a pack. And so you can scroll down and see, oh, look at this. And each one of these, if we wanted to, we could click it and enlarge it. So if I really like this one, I'll click it and see the high-res version of it. Click it again, get a bigger version of it. And so anyway, that's great for getting inspiration to work on a project. Even if you're not interested in soccer, you might like the visuals that you could apply to an American football poster, right? So like, hey, I like the way that it shows this cracked glass effect. You know, I can apply that to my football poster or basketball poster or whatever. And so anyway, that's behance.net. And then the best bet, I think, is to either click and drag or copy and paste them into like a little folder on your desktop. So you can have a folder that's just labeled design inspiration or something like that. And here's one, design examples. Click and drag into that folder when you find projects that you like, so that when you're stumped and your creative juices are running low, you can go back and kind of refuel. So that's just one of many sites, by the way, behance.net. Let's see. Okay, so as far as the projects go, this one was made by a team of students. One traced the football player, another did the handwriting, another made the helmet, another put it together like a puzzle and did the typography and made it cohesive. By the way, okay, when you make a project, try to make it cohesive, meaning it sticks together. So like peanut butter and jelly is good. It sticks together, it blends together, it works together, right? Peanut butter and ketchup, that's bad. That's real bad. One time I ate, let me tell you this. Okay. One time I ate, somebody dared me to eat ice cream with ketchup on top. I don't know if you can fathom how bad that was. Ice cream is good and ketchup is good, and they are real bad together. Like one is cold and one's room temperature, and their textures are not completely dissimilar, but they're not completely the same. It will give you nightmares if you eat ketchup on ice cream. Point of that is, some things, this is good, but you put them together and they're repulsive. It's like magnets that repel from one another. And then other things, this is good and they attract, they go together well. Peanut butter and jelly, good. Peanut butter and ketchup, bad. So cohesive is things that stick together well. And so here's some examples. So like this, I mean, you can tell this is one poster, everything goes together. Black, white, blue, boom, that's it. They're not making a Happy Meal with a bunch of colors on it. The handwriting, it's the same handwriting. It's all the same shade of gray. The tracing matches the hand done person matches the hand done text in the background. It's just, it all looks like one poster that goes together. Very professional. Here's another one by and so like, I mean, it's it was a winter game. It was in December, and the text is like got this, the not stalactites or stalagmites, icicles. It's got icicles coming from it, and even the texture on the inside is like an icy texture. And the colors, we're blue, the background's blue, the text is like a super light gray blue kind of thing. It just looks like it goes together, it sticks together. If they were to have thrown in something hot pink, nothing wrong with hot pink, but in this picture, hot pink don't fit, right? So it's cohesive. That's our word. Also, they did a good job of sandwiching. By the way, if you want to see how to do this, go back and watch my sandwiching lesson. It's on YouTube. Also, if you want to see more about cohesive things, go back and watch the cohesive lesson. This is just students who put it all together. He's behind the letters, but his arms come on top of it. If you want to see that, go watch the sandwiching lesson. But this student did a good job. Here's another one by a student. I did not help with this at all. So talk about cohesive. This shade of blue isn't just any old blue. It's basically that blue, which is basically that blue. It's black, white, blue, done. There's no green or red in here. They limited the color palette intentionally so that it sticks together, right? Like peanut butter and jelly. Also, he did sandwiching so well. So he put the letters behind parts of the powder and in front of other parts of the powder, right? So the L is behind this powder and in front of that powder. The W is behind this powder and in front of this powder. And same thing with the guy's arm. He's behind the letters, but his arm comes on top of it. And so, just sandwiched like crazy. And again, cohesive, sticks together. It all fits and blends in so well. So even the letters, they're like very geometric letters, kind of straight lines and things like that. And then the graphics at the bottom, very geometric, right? And this font, if it's not exactly that font, it blends well. They marry well. Let's see here. Here's a brand new one just turned in the other way. Again, talk about cohesive. Black, white, blue. That's it. They limited the color palette. And then subtle things. I like the subtle things he did. Like the ground, it's not just blue. It's sort of like a basketball floor. And then there's fans in the background. It's not just white. It's white gray with photos of the basketball team and things like that. And so I think maybe one student made the logo and another made the rest. And so here's one by another student. Again, so cohesive, just handwritten font. It's all just black and white. Monochromatic. Mono means one. Chromatic means color. It's basically one color. It's a black poster with white. That's it, right? So they limited the color palette. They don't want to put every color in the world on there. They want it to stick together. And so here's another one by another student. Again, just everything I've bragged on, the others you could basically apply to. This isn't just any old blue. This is, Auburn High School blue. And if it's not identical, it's close enough to where they marry well. And I like the background too. I like how they put, this was the slogan for our football team one particular year. Each year we have a different theme. Here's one. Again, just subtle stuff. Like I like the texture in the background. It's not just solid blue. It's got this little texture in there. And then it's got the football field markings kind of along the sides, and got a reflection inside the visor of the helmet. And again, they limited the color palette intentionally, so just so it'd stick together, right? Here, and when I say cohesive, just you've seen this. Look at a Coke ad. There's going to be a guy wearing a red hat, and he's wearing a red shirt, drinking from a red bottle in front of a red background. They do that intentionally just so it looks professional and put together, So kind of like, I don't know, if you're wearing a striped shirt, you probably do not want to wear plaid shorts or polka dot shorts, right? If you're wearing a striped shirt, you probably want to wear a particular set of shorts or pants that will just go well with stripes. Same thing with graphic design. Just each layer needs to go with the others. And so here's another one where I liked the sandwiching. There's, goodness gracious, this guy's behind the A in front of the U. This guy's behind this U and in front of the B. And, it's like that everywhere. This guy's inside the letter O, but then he also, his helmet is coming outside of the O, right? And so the sky's the limit. This guy, he's in front of the O, but his leg goes back into it. And it took him a while to crop all these people, but then they ended up with a cool project. It was worth it. Same thing with this one. I just like that they took the time to crop out each person. I'm guessing each person took them ballpark 6 minutes to crop. So 6 times, was that 7 people? So, the better part of an hour, 2/3 of an hour, something like that. But then for the rest of the week, they got a great start to a project. It's just worthwhile to take your time and crop out whatever you need to crop out. Don't be lazy about it. Here's one. I just liked that they did something off the computer, or maybe they used a tablet. Regardless, it's not just a photo. That's one of the things that makes it eye-catching to me. And then they used the sketch in the background, almost to kind of shadow the final product. And again, just subtle texture. Like that's our school in the background. It may be hard to see, but there's a window of the school. And then also there's a soccer field kind of layered in the background, just subtle things like that. And here's our schedule for that particular year. So, again, cohesive, just, they limited the color palette and made it go together. And then I should have talked about this more probably, but they chose a font that just goes with the theme. So like they're going for, I don't know, kind of metallic, like it's a sort of metallic background. And then the font is just this, I don't know, almost metallic kind of thing with a little lens flare. It would have been unwise had they used like an old Western font on a hard, sleek, metallic background, right? So, and then just I don't know, the lens flares, they made it where this glows, the letters glow and things like that. Okay, and then here's another one. Glitch everywhere. They found a glitch font, and then they made the glitch font glitch more so. And that's another lesson for another day. I haven't put that one out yet, but I probably will soon. And then they glitched our logo, glitched the football player. By the way, special thanks to John Wild. He's johnwild.smugmug.com. He's a local Auburn photographer, and he allows us to use his pictures often, and he takes great pictures. And so, anyway, again, cohesive is not every color of the rainbow. It's black, white, and glitch colors, like the 3D kind of offset colors. So there you go. I just wanted to show you guys, these are not my projects. These are by students like you, right? These are high school students. These are not college kids majoring in graphic design, at least not yet. Some of them maybe ultimately, some of them not. But just look at the quality of them. Like that's good. That's a good poster. This right here, look at that. That could have been done by a professional. I've seen professionals do worse. I'll tell you that. I've seen some professional posters that people got paid money to do that were lesser quality than these. That's fantastic. Yeah, that could easily step in and be a college, a university schedule, right? The quality of it is high enough. Again, here's one. This guy is he just started level 2 class, and I'm not going to name names, but he made a lot of money over the summer. He started putting out some of his artwork, some of his graphic design sports edits, and people noticed it. And at least one, maybe more, sports agent has sort of come out and reached out to him to create some stuff for money. And then the few months of the summer, he made a handsome sum of money and turns down another potential pretty good job just because it was going to be a lot of work. And, time is of essence, and he's starting back to school like that. And so he could have made more money. That's my point, professionally, without a day of college. And so the quality is just impressive. And when it is, that's what people are going to notice. So if it takes you a little extra time to crop a few pictures, totally worth it. Again, just wanted to run back through and show you guys how good these high school kids are doing. And some of these were in advanced classes. Some of them were not. They were in level 1 class. So, all right, that's probably good for now. And if you guys have any, I think I muted myself. So, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I suppose I'll talk to you. Okay, before I stop, we had a discussion about this the other day. Okay, if you have an Oreo cookie, that's a perfect snack. You don't tweak with an Oreo cookie. That there's nothing wrong with an Oreo cookie. Dip it in milk. Talk about cohesive. Oreo cookies and milk. That is a wonderful thing. They go together, right? Oreo cookie and Coke, probably not a good. That's not my point. Here's my point. Some people like double stuffed cookies better than regular cookies. When you have a perfect snack, do not do not tweak the perfect snack. Don't put an M&M in my. Don't put a peanut in my M&M. What? Who does that? Who puts a peanut inside a perfectly good M&M? I like I like driving, and I like the Grand Canyon. I don't want to drive into the Grand Canyon. Some things don't belong together, right? So how dare you put over stuff that Oreo cookie that skews the ratio. They had the perfect cookie to cream ratio, and then people decided to just destroy it. You should never, ever